Rob, first of all, how excited are you for the opportunity here to jump in, big leadership role? I mean, the Badgers have had a long history of linemen who have been counted on for leadership in various ways.
It's obviously really exciting for me to take my role kind of as a leader on the team. Like I was saying before, I really wanted to bring that offensive line mentality to kind of the whole team, so I wanted to be a bit more vocal in my leadership from last year to this year, and kind of just relaying an attitude of toughness, mental toughness, physical toughness, just kind of being tough guys all around, and just be considered and the leaders that we've had in the past, of me myself kind of jumping up and doing it. It's really quite an honor.
How exciting a year is this for you? I mean, it's a year where the Badgers are picked to fare well in the West. You've got Maryland, coming into the league, kind of your home state, and the conference is kind of reaching out to your old neck of the woods.
No, yeah, it is very exciting to see Maryland come in, and I grew up watching Maryland and root for Maryland, so it's really good to have them and Rutgers in, but it's only going to make the conference better, which I'm really excited about. Even when I'm not playing in the Big Ten, I want the Big Ten to do well, and I want the Big Ten to be one of the best conferences in the nation. So adding Maryland and Rutgers is only going to help our cause out tenfold.
I'm not sure if you're the typical lineman or not. Talking to Coach, he said that his son went out golfing with you this summer. I see in your bio you played high school tennis. That's not on a lot of lineman resumes.
Well, I didn't play high school tennis. I dabbled in tennis with my brother and my sister and my dad. But that was just kind of the backcourts in my high school. I don't want anyone coming out and throwing me a tennis racket and challenging me to the game. That ain't gonna be too pretty. I'm swinging at it like a baseball. But I golf. I played lacrosse. Played a lot of basketball. If that's not typical, it is what it is. But I grew up playing other sports and not playing football, and then I kind of got into football in my 9th grade year when I was able to kind of do whatever I wanted, being on the sports aspect. But I grew up playing a lot of basketball, and that was probably my number one love of the game. But I realized, with the body frame, I'd probably be a little better at football.
Well, but it shows that being a lineman's more than just lifting weights, isn't it? I mean, hand-eye coordination, being versatile enough to do multiple different kinds of sports.
Oh yeah, people don't believe me when I tell them that offensive linemen are the best athletes on the field. They're like, no, it's the wide receivers, it's the defensive backs. People can run fast and jump high. Then I'm telling them, like, try walking up 3 flights of stairs at 300 pounds and getting through that every day and just carrying that around and doing what we do. We're going backwards while people are running forwards, and we got to be just as fast or faster than anyone else. So I'm still gonna say I think offensive linemen are one of the best athletes on the team. Just kind of just putting everything together, whether it's the athletic movement and getting back out of a kick set, getting out of it on a post set or anything like that, but.
I guess that raises a point. I went to school at UW, and I'm not sure that the campus was entirely built for guys your size. Are there any places on campus that are hard to get around? Old door frames, that kind of thing.
There's definitely some low-hanging doors. We kind of got to duck and every now and then. But when you're talking to a friend, you go ahead and whack yourself in the head, but you won't make that mistake twice. And I guess the only other thing would be Bascom Hill. You got to be walking up and down that thing, every couple times a day. You're gonna find a better path down or a better path up, or end up taking a bus or something. I don't know. But usually, but it ain't bad. All of us ride the mopeds around, so it's a nice little fun way to get around.
And as far as the line goes this year, how do you look at the guys you're up front there with, and what kind of qualities do you think this group has?
I think we got a little bit more experience than we've had in past years, without kind of throwing that one new guy in. Everyone's had starting experience. Dan's had 6 games, Dallas is 7th game, and Dallas is a 5th-year senior coming in, and so he knows. He's been around the program. Tyler started a bunch of games. Kyle started a bunch of games. I've started a bunch of games. So, kind of how we come in, we're having a bit more experience, and I think that's only going to help us out because we don't have to worry about knowing how the guy next to you plays, whether or not he's going to be heavy on a certain block just because that's the way his footwork goes, or I've been playing next to Kyle for 3 years. I can tell whenever the guy needs to go to the bathroom, just on the way he's walking or anything like that. But just because we've been doing it for so long, I know the guy, I know how he plays. I know how my body moves, and I know how his body moves just from playing next to him, seeing everything, feeling the double teams and all that good stuff. But I think it's only going to help us out.
Last question is football practice starting next week. Looking forward to it. What is the grind of preseason workouts like for you?
Preseason workouts are, preseason camp more specifically is a grind, but it's a grind for everyone. So if you come out and say, well, woe is me, I can't do this, it's hard, it's hot, I'm out here twice a day, you're not going to be worth anything. Because you know that not only are you having, 100 guys next to you doing it, you got 100 guys across the country doing it, so you ain't the only one.
Right.
And the reason they do that is because we get that limited amount of time to go ahead and practice and get everything ready before the first game, and that first game is going to be a big one for us.
Well, hey Rob, thanks a lot for talking, and good luck this season.
Appreciate it.